First, I'd like to leave space for everybody to just freely express what they're processing in this moment, reflect on the last couple months together. And then second, if you could just answer the question, what will you take from this course into your life? So because she is next to me on the screen and I'm like touching her now, I'll call on Christine.
Hi, everyone. Everyone looks so pretty in their flowers. Well, I guess I will go first, which is totally okay. Thank you, Adam, for the opportunity to be a part of this group. I've had the best 3 months with all of you. It's been such a blessing. So thank you. And thank you, Greg, and thank you, Byron and Vijay. I've learned so much about myself and about all of you. That really has helped me, through some hard times. And, when I think back on this whole year, I've had some really big highs and really low lows. And, being a part of this group, though, has really provided me with balance and calmness, and has brought out a more improved version of myself. And I feel like a butterfly, like Greg's butterfly behind him, just ready to fly. And my light is bright again. And I'm so proud to tell people what I'm doing, which it's been a long time, that I've felt that. So I'm really proud of the work that we've done and everything that we've learned. And I'm just so excited. And I think what I'm mostly taking away from this family that we've all joined is that it's okay to be vulnerable and, talk about things that you're going through, because you just don't know. Everyone's going through something, and you just don't know who you're going to connect with or how it's going to help somebody else. To be open and share. And I really couldn't have gone through all of this without everyone here, and kind of seeing everyone's face every morning has been such a great way to start the day. And I feel really good and grateful. So thank you.
Thank you, Christine. And will you call on the next person, please?
Okay. I'm gonna go to my Tennessee sister, Stephani.
Thank you. I'm a crier, so I'm gonna try not to do that. I had no expectations for this course because I'm old enough to know that doesn't work. So I came with an open heart and an open mind. And I have learned that it doesn't matter how old you are or what you know or what you don't. Teaching yoga is not about me, it's about them. And every single day, day after day for 2.5 months, you guys have, all of you, in your comments, in your laughter, in your teaching, have put in so much good. And I just can't wait for it to come out. And it's not about me, and it doesn't matter what kind of teacher I am, and it doesn't matter. It matters about the message that I carry. And it matters about the good that someone has shown me so that I can show others. I'm a vessel, and I'm carrying beauty and goodness and truth to those willing to receive it. And I'm sure experience is a beautiful thing. I'm sure my first class will not look like my last, but that's okay. It has been such a privilege to know all you guys and so many people around the world and so many ideas and so many hearts and minds. It's so beautiful to know so many people not like me. And I forgive you that you're not from the South. It's okay. But I do love you dearly, and I'm glad to have known you all. My heart loves each one of you. Thank you so much. And I will call on my friend from Big Sur, Lesley.
Thanks, Stephanie. Well, it's been quite a journey, and want to echo how grateful I am to have gotten to know each and every one of you. To start my day here at 7 a.m. on the West Coast, rolling out of bed and seeing each of your faces. The individual breakout rooms, I think, were the very first one. I remember meeting with Pina. I felt like I had so much anxiety. I'm like, oh no, I'm going to be trapped in this space with one person and I have to share my feelings. And can I turn it off? Can I make it stop? But it went so well, and everybody was so kind and just so willing to be vulnerable and honest, share their fears and their joys, and I think that was the most special part of the class to me. I think I'll go forward with a lot of less pessimism in my heart, knowing that you can meet a stranger who might be all the way across the world through this computer screen here. And develop deep and real relationships with people. Thank you all for the opportunity. That's all I have to share today. I will call on Thais.
Thank you, Lesley. I want to express my gratitude to all of you, to the teachers. Adam, please convey the message for the ones that are not here, Puno and Christine as well. It has been such a beautiful learning and such a wonderful journey as well. So I'm very grateful to learn with each one of you, learning from your questions, learning from your struggles, and learning from all your day-to-day. And I guess my biggest takeaway is that some days we are a bit stormy, some days we're just a flat ocean. And yoga brings us the ability to surf the waves, and learning how to surf that waves and accept that maybe some days it's not as we would like to, but there is beauty in it. So, and I think all of us can somehow resonate to it. So that's what I learned the most from here. It's learning to accept the moments, learning to accept who we are. That's my biggest one. And I'm gonna call on Line with her beautiful flowers.
Thank you, Thais. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to express all the things that I want to say. I think what we learn here is love, and that light that Adam is talking about in our hearts. And throughout the teaching, I've been reaching out to Greg and Vijay, asking about anger, as Byron so beautifully expressed. And you know what? I think this is my anger. This love that we explore and experience throughout this class and throughout continues in our yoga journey. So yeah, I'm truly grateful and the happiest I've ever been in my entire life. So thank you all for being here and teaching me and taking part in this beautiful journey and this beautiful love and light that yoga is. So thank you. I'm gonna call on my sister, Mia.
I knew it. Thank you, Luna. And I'd like to start by saying thank you as well to all of my teachers. Adam, I think back often to your story at the beginning about following your intuition to start East+West yoga, and how grateful I am that you did and how amazing it is. And Byron, I'm sure I'm not alone in being in awe of your strength, and thank you so much for being here for our training. Vijeth, it's amazing to hear that this is your first traditional Hatha teaching. I know that I'm not alone as well, that we are so deeply grateful for that part of the training. You smashed it. I think it's something you have to continue. It is a kind of yoga that I have been craving, and I feel that I got thanks to you. And Greg, thank you for the love that pours out of your screen and for the healing that it's been to know you and hear your voice and be guided by your presence. Just thank you so much. I acknowledge that this is only the beginning, really, for me as a yoga teacher. And I think that we're all reflecting on that, thinking we'd come to some feeling of completion by the end of this, but realizing actually how much more we have to learn. I love you all. Lena, special shout out to you for the past 38 hours. It's like I've been reborn. Yeah, I love you all. Thank you. Namaste.
Mia, will you call on someone?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I'll call on Ellie Mo.
I felt that coming. I don't feel like I'm ready. Yeah, I mean, like everyone else, I'm super grateful. I'm also a crier, so sorry everyone. I don't even, yeah, this thing, it's opened parts of me that I didn't even know existed. I've learned to accept things that I never would have done before, and just life in general. I met all of you guys, which is amazing. I'm gonna make travel plans. Yeah, it's just, what a journey. I remember being on the phone to Adam before it was started and being like, God, like, is this really for me? And like within a week, I was like, yes, this is exactly where I need to be. Like, this is what I needed. And I'm guessing we're all feeling the same. And it's just, what am I going to do on my weekends now? Like, I'm not going to see all your faces anymore. We have to stay in touch and stuff. But yeah, I think the thing that I would take away most will be acceptance of just life in general, and stop beating myself up about things that are beyond my control. And just, yeah, I'm just what I'm going to say. And then I know she knows I'm going to say it. I'm going to call on Amanda.
Thank you, Ellie. This journey has been, it just seems like all over the place, not linear at all. I mean, I've fought with my own thoughts and feelings, and like Ellie said, acceptance of certain things, and just watching all of the teachers be so authentic and so genuine and open really kind of allowed me to just open myself to ideas, or, you know, like the oming and stuff like that. I've tried implementing that in my classes when I would probably have never done that before, but just feeling what it felt like to sit in those classes and have this group full of people connecting and loving each other it's been an experience unlike any other. And of course, here we are on Zoom, very 21st century of us, but somehow the connections were still there. Somehow that love, that genuine just openness between everybody was there. I mean, some of you guys shared things that, to me, it was like the most like the biggest show of strength. Some of you guys were sharing things that I was like, oh my God, these women are strong, they're showing up, they're being open, and it's just it's awe-inspiring. And it's something to work for every day, is to carry that openness and that authenticity and love into every practice. And I'm really grateful for all of the teachers on this class, Puno and Christine as well. Every single one of you guys had something that was like, oh my God, I've got to take that. I've got to learn how to adapt to whatever skill or whatever phrase or whatever it is that you guys are implementing. I mean, it's just every single one of you that spoke, every single one of you that I got to see on classes or in lectures had something to teach. And it was really beautiful getting to see every single one of you open up. So thank you so much. I'm so grateful for this opportunity. Namaste. And then let's see. I'm gonna go to Kristen.
Okay, I was hoping I'd be last, so I could just say ditto and be gone. It's, in truth, right. I started out this morning with maybe one of the end results of this class, of this time, in that, right, my 3 children, who are right around 30, wrote earlier this week that they wanted to have a conversation with me to think about my financial health and well-being in the present and in the future. And I was really grateful that they wanted to do that. I'll come back to it, but that happened at 9 this morning, just before. So that I already came into our closing ceremony with the understanding and deep experience of really open hearts in a 4-way relationship. So, hence the super emotion. When I first found East+West last February online, I was thinking that I would like to, in what I knew was going to be a year of real change, because I had resigned from a job and pretty much determined to leave where I was. And I've lived 12 different places in my adult life, so, but in New York for the longest. Anyway, I just wanted to, quote, deepen my experience, because yoga had become my stalwart for the last few months. Obviously COVID, and then in the end of May, the idea of doing teacher training really came into my mind. One of my children called and said, "Mom, I really wonder, you may laugh at me, but I think, have you considered teacher training in yoga?" And then 2 days later came the email from East+West, "We're doing online teacher training." And so it was like, all right, 3 things in 5 days, I'm doing this. And now I'll back up 30 years earlier to say there was a time when I applied and went to divinity school, but my reasoning was, on the surface, you know, kind of deepen my intellectual experience. It's kind of a liberal artsy type program, but with ordination. My vocation was teaching, not the ordained ministry. But I said on the application, you know, here are the logical reasons I'm doing this. And of course, what I was really doing was soul searching. And that was 4 years worth that transformed my life at a different time as well. So fast forward 30 years to now, and I would say that this training, quote, training, sounds so funny to say, or going to class or having an exam, because these words have nothing to do really with the experience of all of this. But I had the same thought. I want to deepen my experience of yoga, and I had no idea what that would look like, but I can say today that over these 11 weeks, the depth and breadth is enormous, which only says there's infinitely more to go. Open heart, really some major life decisions to put me in a path that I think really is to do with, is it Yatra Vijay? I wrote it last night in the exam, but the spiritual journey that one takes in the fourth stage of the 4 stages of the Vedic tradition, where, and I'm at the right age for that too, right? So the course has given me the time with all of you, with all the teachers, has, as everyone has said, been, well, beyond words, ineffable. And thank you to each and every one of you, our 6 teachers and the 25 of us. It's been wonderful. Peaches.
Thank you, my New York sister. Thank you. I feel like to say I learned is an understatement. I feel like I've been saved. I remember in our first class together, I said, you know, I feel like I've been it was a divine intervention for me to be here. And I truly, truly feel that way. I feel like I was divinely guided to be in this class with everyone. I'm in awe. I'm humbled by everyone, my teachers. Thank you so much. To Kuna and Christina as well, to Adam, to Greg, to Byron, to Vijay. I mean, you've taught me so, so much. It makes me sad that I couldn't be so present for a lot of the videos. You know, owning my own business and my business partner having a really huge health crisis at the start of this training. I had to do everything by myself. But I just want you to know I was there. I was listening, I was watching, I was like, I want to ask a question, but I'm just looking at a recording, you know, so I just want to say I was there. I learned so much. Each and every one of you is so beautiful. You're so beautiful. I learned so much from everyone. I feel at a loss for words. I can't explain everything that I'm feeling. I know I look the same as I did at the beginning, but inside I have just expanded. Like Lena said, I'm just full of love and gratitude and awe, and yoga truly is the path to self-realization. There's nothing to obtain. You are yoga, you are the divine, you are love, you are this expansive universe. And that's what I learned through this. So thank you to each and every one of you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Namaste. Yes. Oh, so many people to call on. I'm gonna call on Mary because I love her accent.
Sorry, trying to unmute myself. Thank you, Peaches. Right. So, I think when I started the course, I didn't believe I would finish it. I didn't believe I would have the confidence to teach, that's for sure. I didn't even believe I would have the capacity to open up. So what Lesley said, the first breakout room, when we had to talk about our feelings, I also was like, oh my God, shall I just log out? So really thank you, Adam, for organizing this. And I just want to say, Byron, I was so, okay, I think the word that I'm looking for is generosity. I think your patience with us and your generosity. And then when I found out afterwards, you know, the struggle you'd gone through at the beginning, it really, I think I learned something from you about what it is to be generous. So thank you. Vijay, I agree. I think it's more, I feel more that at the end of this, I've understood what it is to be a student of yoga. Teaching is another thing. It's actually maybe more possible for me now than I thought it would ever be, but I've really learned what it's like to be a student of yoga. And I think I've understood for the first time what personal practice means. Before it was that what you just like stick a video on at home and then you do it? Is that personal practice? So really, thank you, Vijay. I think I told you, I'll never forget when you started at one point, quite soon at the beginning, you started like chanting the name of the poses. Something just went click. Thank you for that. And really, yeah, thanks to all of you. I mean, I think I've pushed myself in this training more than I thought possible. And that's what I take away from it. Thank you. Oh, good to call on someone. Courtney, are you here?
Hi, Marie. Thank you. I'm here. I just can't turn on my video or it will drop. So I just wanted to say to everybody, thank you as well. I know that we've had the theme of gratitude. I also like the word lucky because I feel that at this time when the course was being offered, I was lucky to find it when I did, as I wouldn't have been able to take courses sooner or later. So I do feel very lucky to be taking it with all of you. And thank you for your presence as well, not just live, but also when you're watching afterwards. As I also have watched several classes afterwards as well. So I can relate, as I felt everyone's presence, even watching the recordings of the Zoom videos. So I think what I'll take away is I really hope to be reciprocal of all the support that I felt in this course. And I really hope to stay connected with all of you in the WhatsApp group or through different ways of communication. So thank you. Let's see who hasn't gone. Colleen, have you gone?
No. Hello.
Okay.
Wow. I just want to say thank you so much to everyone. I was thinking about what I was going to say, and I was reflecting back to the first class that we had on Zoom, and I can't believe how far we've come from that. And I feel like I've stepped into my own shoes throughout this practice. I've been able to like really come into what I've always wanted to be. And I think yoga has really helped that. And every class, I definitely learned something from all of you. And thank you so much. Like, I really am so grateful. I also am at a loss of words, but I am so lucky to be a part of this. I think we were all meant to cross paths, and can really feel through the screen how everyone feels. So thank you. I'm gonna call on Anna.
Now? Yes, okay. I want to obviously say thank you to the East+West team and everyone who has come together to offer the training, especially obviously, as many have commented on with Byron, the experience that you've had and what you've done for us is so incredibly generous. Lockdown and quarantine and the state of the world right now has been different for everyone, and being able to use this time in this way has been, as again many people have said, has felt very serendipitous. And I feel most grateful, I think, for this sense of knowing that the time will always be now, that you can't decide when to start, or you can't wait until you're ready, because that's just a myth, really, that you'll ever be ready. So I feel grateful for this intersection of events that have allowed all of us to get a yoga certification during, yeah, it is a yoga certification, really, if you think about it. But for us to do this now in quarantine or in lockdown or wherever you are in the world, and to do it over Zoom, it seems like the best case scenario in a very uncertain time. And me personally, I feel very empowered, and I feel very aware of, I think we're all aware of self-criticism, but I think one thing maybe from Greg's teaching or Vijay's patience, I feel a little more equipped to let that go. You can be aware of self-criticism and not know what to do with it, but I think I feel a bit bouncier, and I feel a bit brighter, and I feel like it's a good time to feel that way. So yes, thank you so much. And I don't think Marina has gone. Namaste.
Thank you, Anna. Where do I start? There were many situations in this training which were really far out of my comfort zone, and I knew from the beginning that the final closing session would be a hard one for me, just because I will have a hard time letting this go. However, I mean, just the deepest gratitude to what I've learned and the teachers who have clearly like put their whole heart into this. I'm struggling finding the words here, but Adam, the question that you want us to answer is what we've taken away from this training, and I can't even put that in like 2 or 3 phrases. It's so much. This has changed me on so many levels, and I think the most important thing for me was that yoga has given me, and especially like the philosophy part, has given me so many answers to questions I had in my life, and I feel like the answers are satisfying, and they're more satisfying than any other book or philosophy about the world that I've ever read or heard about. And it just feels like it has given me a path where to go, and it feels right. And I just know that I had to do this, and it was the right thing to do. And yeah, I'm just very, very happy and very proud that I went through it. And although I haven't always been able to be part of the session because I was doing this with a full-time job, I still watched every minute of it and grasped all the information that I could get out of it. And actually, I did the exam on Thursday, and it felt like a doctoral thesis for me. I put like all my effort into it, and I loved the reviewing part of this. And just one more time, thank you to all the teachers and everyone who's been on this training. I'm really happy that I'm not crying right now, but I feel like it on the inside. Thank you so much. I'm gonna miss you guys a lot. I'm gonna call on Tina.
Thank you. So I just want to echo what everyone else has said, thanking Adam and Byron and Greg and Vijay for sharing with us, as well as Punu and Kristen. I've also really like enjoyed it. It's given me like a reason to get up out of bed like at 6:30, running around trying to get ready to get online, and getting to, I think it's amazing because there's people from all over the world on this, and being able to feel connected to one another. I've done like other yoga classes online with people that I've actually done yoga with in person in big studios here in LA, and I actually stopped doing it because I felt so disconnected and strange on it. So I was like wondering what this would be like, and it was amazing to me, like the information and emotion and connection that came through on this. So I'm very like grateful for that. I think the thing taking away is just like, it's very much in line with other things I do in my life, like being a link in a chain of information and sharing it with others, and also like self-growth and through like yoga and like getting peace within myself. You know, I've like I've carried like a lot of like resentments against like my my parents, and one thing was strange that I did, not even thinking, like I finally I haven't spoke with my mother, and if someone asked me how long it's been, I don't even know. And I wrote her a letter last night, apologizing for everything I've done, and thanking her. And I actually had to ask my brother for my mother's address. Like, I don't even know what it is. And I have it like in my purse to send today. Like, I just want to go to the post office and send it. But it was this process of being involved in this program. It just connect, and it just like happened that I did this, you know, it wasn't like contrived, oh, tomorrow, you know, it just like was very natural and flowing. So like, I'm very excited to remove that negativity from myself and like, you know, free myself, and like, just thank you. So I love the WhatsApp. Like, I do have a full-time job, and it's a craziness job, and so I'll look at the WhatsApp and just like read everything, and it makes me just happy to see you guys talking to one another, and you know, just like the information, the connection, and like the jokes and all of that. So I hope that we do continue to stay connected. So thank you again, everyone. Rachel, did you go yet?
Hi guys, greetings from Switzerland. I hate talking in public. Right now I'm struggling to think what to say. First off, thanks to everyone. I feel honored and privileged to spend these last 10, 11 weeks with all of you. It's been really eye-opening. Yeah. Ugh. Anyway, so I'll keep this nice and sweet. I'm just lost for words. It's, you know, this started off as a push present from my husband, because it was like one of my goals to achieve or to take a 200-hour yoga training with no intention of teaching. And I just looked back at like a journal that I wrote, and I saw like complete a training, and here we are today. So it's kind of an awe moment. And again, like everyone's saying, thank you to all the teachers. Thank you for your time and your patience, for everyone for sharing and just being rare or raw with your emotions. Tina, that was beautiful. And yeah, my biggest takeaway from this is just to be gentle with ourselves, and that we are too critical on ourselves. And that at the end of the day, tomorrow is a new day. Cheers. Namaste, ladies. The next person is the other girl from Chicago. Where's she at? Elizabeth, have you gone? There you go. Cheers.
Hey, thanks, Rachel. Yeah, I wrote this in the final question of the exam, but I feel like I could write a book on all the takeaways from this. And so it's gonna be tough to squeeze it into 2 minutes, but yeah, also some of this will be reiterating what you guys said, because it's all very relatable. But before this training, I would say I hit what I consider to be my rock bottom. I mean, hopefully it doesn't go lower from there. And so I was like, just like floundering, like, where do I go next? What do I do? How do I get out of here? And totally by chance stumbled upon this amazing program. And like Peaches said, I think it really was divine intervention. And throughout this training, I've been struck by the perfection of the universe's timing. Like everything is just so perfect and it doesn't make sense, but you just have to trust it because it all works out in the way it's supposed to. And I would say my biggest takeaway has been so much more than like less stress and anxiety. Like, although that's so true, it's so much deeper than that. I feel like I have tapped into like a joy, like a deep, deep happiness that I haven't felt like since I was a kid. Like, I don't know, like it's always been in there, but I feel like I'm finally back in touch with this deep inner joy. Yay. And yeah, before the training, I would say the love I had for myself was superficial, like, and also conditional. Like, I felt love when I felt like worthy of it, when I accomplished something, or if I like looked a certain way. It was all very like depending on external circumstances. And Greg and Bauchert's lessons have showed me that like there is something internal, like deep inside of me, that is always worthy of love, like no matter what happens, no matter what I do. And that I feel like I'll carry with me for the rest of my life. Like once you really feel that self-love, I don't think it can be taken away. So I am so grateful for that, to feel like, to really love myself. And I used to like cringe at that like phrase, or like depending on the day, but now I can say it without a shadow of a doubt that like 100% love myself no matter what, just because I am a being of pure light, and like I am like pure consciousness experiencing itself, and that in and of itself is enough. Like there is nothing else needed. We have everything inside of us. And so I'm going to stop rambling. I could, again, go on forever, but thank you all for holding this space and bringing me to these conclusions. I'm sure everyone else feels similarly, that life-changing is so cliche, but like it really does feel like it has changed my life. So thank you all, every single one of you, for contributing in this process. And I think I'll be grateful for this experience for the rest of my life. So thank you. And let's see, Holly, let's go.
Hey. I'm just thinking about what beauty we made from the mess that's going on in our worlds, you know, globally, and I'm sure we all have other messy situations personally, and like just the beauty that we found and we made together. So I'm grateful for that. And I always thought, I'm not really new to yoga, but I've touched it here and there for maybe the last 20 years. But I always thought the yoga teachers really had it made. I really admired them, because I thought they're doing something good for themselves and they're getting paid for it. Like there's very few jobs that are out there like that, where you're actually filling your cup and getting paid for it. But at the same time, yeah, it's an LA thing. Okay, sorry, I got distracted. But I never really thought it was for me. I just thought it was something, you know, I don't know. I just didn't think it was for me. Just something that I admired about other people, and for some reason it couldn't be me. And so this course helped me realize that it could be me. And I'm so grateful for all of you guys. I want to always know you. Let's keep up the chatter on WhatsApp, because if it's annoying, we can just turn it off. But otherwise, the chatter is a happy distraction. And to the teachers, Vijeth, just, you're such a dear man, and you have such a wealth of knowledge. We still have so much more to learn from you, and I hope that this isn't the end of that. And you're staying up late for us every night. It's a sacrifice, and so we appreciate that. And Greg, I can feel your heart through the screen. It's just radiant and priceless. I'll never, never forget you. And I always want to know you. I hope this isn't the end. Adam, you're the reason that we're here. Like, your passion is the reason that we're here. And how cool is that? So, and there was dancing. And when I read in the manual there was dancing, I was like, oh yeah, sure. You know, that's what we say, but we're never going to be that cool. But we really did it. So thank you. And Byron, I just thank you for your grace and your courage through probably is one of your most, you know, trying times of your life, and you're still showing up for us with smiles and encouragement. I just really admire just your fortitude. So I think that's it. Oh, and I was really just looking for a little bit of peace and to turn down the volume of all the noise outside, and I got that. So thank you. Oh, okay, so who haven't we heard from? Who haven't we heard from?
Kira and Gabriel.
Kira? Okay, let's hear from Kira.
Hi, everyone. Thank you all so much. Thank you, teachers and students, and it's all the same, kind of, in a way. I have so much to say, and yet almost nothing. When I first started this course, it felt almost separate, like a place I was going to connect to myself and find people who were like-minded, I guess. And as the course progressed, I found it it felt like it was like little cracks of light were coming out and shining into these aspects of my life, and then into my relationships, and just into my perspective as a whole. And one of the really simple things that Vijeth said recently was how lucky we are to just be on this path, and, you know, not to have done the training, and for sure all of those things are amazing and wonderful. I'm so grateful to have been here, but to just be walking this path, and kind of on that note too, like being here with all of you. And at the beginning, like in the opening ceremony, I only watched the recording, but just crying and being like, how amazing all these people who seem so radically different from all over the world are here with the same intention of love, essentially. And how amazing that was to me, and just seeing that gap in my mind kind of bridge between like all of these different lives, yet that one loving intention bringing us all together, and suddenly we don't feel all quite so different, I guess. So yeah, thank you all so much. And it's all still it feels so fresh in my mind, and kind of still churning in there. I know that I've got a lot of processing to do, but it's changed a lot of things in my life for sure. But it's like not flipping the coin, but like something like that, you know, just kind of like there's like this new light on everything, and it's all the same, but totally different at the same time. So thank you all. Thank you so much. I think Gabriel, has she gone?
Okay, 1 second. So there's definitely so much to say about this course. The only thing I can manage to say today is I recently had a cousin of mine who's a year younger than me pass away yesterday. And if it wasn't for this program, I don't think that I would have been able to handle that information gracefully. I allowed myself to feel whatever I needed to feel. And when I was done, I meditated on the experience. And for the first time in my life, I truly, wholeheartedly felt grateful for my life and for this experience with all of you, for the knowledge, and for having this really safe space to come to. I wasn't sure if I wanted to come to the ceremony today, but I knew that this was a really safe space for me to come. So thank you so much, all of you.
Thank you, Gabriel. Thank you, everyone. I believe that's everyone. Can you guys not hear?
Try reconnecting.
Adam, I think we can hear you. Would you speak?
And now can you hear me? Okay. Want to invite everyone to close their eyes. And I want to read a short poem. In the ancient days, when the first quiver of speech came to my lips, I ascended the holy mountain and spoke to God, saying, Master, I am thy slave. Thy hidden will is my law, and I shall obey thee forevermore. But God made no answer, and like a mighty storm passed away. And after 1,000 years, I ascended the holy mountain and again spoke unto God, saying, Creator, I am thy creation. Out of clay thou hast fashioned me, and to thee I owe my all. And still God made no answer, but like 1,000 swift wings passed away. And after 1,000 years, I climbed the sacred mountain and again spoke unto God, saying, My God, my aim and my fulfillment, I am thy yesterday, and thou art my tomorrow. I am thy root in the sky, and thou art my flower. I am thy root in the earth, and thou art my flower in the sky. And together we grow before the face of the sun. Then God leaned over me, and in my ears whispered words of sweetness. And even as the sea that unfoldeth a brook that runneth down unto her, he unfolded into me. And when I descended into the valleys and the plains, God was there also. to thank you all so much for being here. And next, I want to invite everyone to stand up.
Gambya. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Hari Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Hari Om. भजे ब्रह्मरूपं शिवं भजे ब्रह्मरूपं शिवं भजे ॐ नमः शिवाय 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 हरि ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय हरि ॐ नमः शिवाय 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 हरि ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय हरि ॐ नमः शिवाय 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 बम हे ओम नमो शिवाय नमो शिवाय ओम नमो शिवाय नमो शिवाय ओम नमो शिवाय हे ओम नमो शिवाय नमो शिवाय ओम नमो शिवाय नमो शिवाय ओम नमो शिवाय
Final prayer to dance. Gary, raise your hands to the sky.
Namaste, namaste, Namo Vishwamurte. Namaste, namaste, Namo Vishwamurte. Namaste, namaste, Chidananda Murte. Namaste, namaste, Namo Yoga Gamya. Namaste, namaste, Namo Yoga Gamya. Namaste, namaste, Shruti Yana Gamya. Shruti Yana Gamya. Shruti Yana Gamya. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Hari Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Hari Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Om Namah
Slowly start to move into stillness. Bring your hands into either prayer position or both hands over your heart. Saying thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you to my guides. Thank you to my teachers. Thank you to the men and women who have efforted in their life to lay this path for us, who struggled in their life to make our lives a little bit more beautiful. Thank you to my parents. Thank you to my friends. Thank you to the Creator for giving us this life. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And when you're ready, we'll all meet back together on our screen. Oh. Everyone, I have just a few final things that I want to say. In the future, we are planning on doing something so that we can all meet in person. And where that will be at this point, I don't know. I'll say our intention is to do that likely sometime next year, and likely meet for a shorter duration, maybe 7 days in some beautiful tropical location where we can all go and meet. And we'll invite many of our other students from other programs as well, and have a chance for everyone to create a beautiful week of celebration. And the way I'd like to close today, Vijay, could I ask you to close us with the final mantra?
Sure. Tvameva Mata cha Pita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhuscha Sakha Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva. Repeat after me. May all be happy.
May all be happy.
May all be healthy.
May all be healthy.
May all enjoy their life.
May all enjoy their life. Everyone, can we unmute our mics and I'll say that together one final time? May all be happy.
May all be happy.
May all be healthy.
May all be healthy.
May all enjoy their life.
May all enjoy their life.
Their lives.
Namaste.
Namaste, everyone.
Namaste.